Hard seltzer, the industry has really experienced massive growth over the years. I think we've all witnessed it at some point over the last couple of years. Big names like AB InBev getting into the space, Constellation Brands, Molson Coors as well, all investing millions. Well, we have two guests who are taking on some of these big names, and we want to bring in Tang and Kenn Miller. They are the co-founders of Drunk Fruit. And Stephen and Ken, it's good to have you both here. Stephen, let me start with you because, like I mentioned, there's a lot of bigger players in this space, companies that already have a presence when it comes to hard seltzer. What is your product offer that nothing else on the market does?
Yeah, so we started Drunk Fruit because we wanted to share our unique Asian fruits that we know and love growing up with the rest of the world and with the rest of the country. So, of course, like our fruit flavors like lychee, yuzu, and melon are unique and something that the hard seltzer world hasn't really caught on to. And we think that the rest of the country would really love these flavors. And so our Drunk Fruit is our way of sharing these flavors with the rest of the country. Also, just from like a branding perspective, we want to be a lot more fun, lighthearted, colorful. We saw a lot of the hard seltzers in the industry today, and they all kind of look and taste the same, very bland, very sterile. And so we wanted to be the sort of antithesis to that while sharing a little part of our culture.
You know, when we talk about different kinds of flavors, it seems as if people are always open to trying something new. I'm going to direct this one to you, Ken, although it might be Steve's story. You were in Japan, right, when you got the idea for this. Can you tell me what that was about?
Yeah, actually, that was me. So I was on my honeymoon with my wife. I'm half Japanese myself, and I was visiting Japan, and I was remembering all the awesome flavors and different flavor profiles that we saw in Japan, and just experiencing, these different sort of like flavor profiles, and just wondering why don't we have these sort of flavor profiles in the U.S. And in my time over in Japan, I called Steve up and I called the rest of our other co-founders, like, wow, there's all these really great drink profiles. I really wish we had this here in the U.S. And that sort of simple sort of question led to a year's worth of planning and launching our first batch in October of 2020, and we haven't looked back since.
Steve, you have some notable partners here, Whole Foods, Total Wine. What are your plans to scale your business and get into more of those stores that would be so critical for growth?
Yeah, so we're really lucky to have partners that have believed in us early on. I think the flavors, the branding have really caught on with these major players. So our plans to expand are to continue looking at the markets where we think our customers are. So younger people who are interested in Asian flavors. So for us, that's likely major metropolitan areas. We're looking at expansion later in the summer into different metropolitan areas outside of where we currently sell in Virginia and LA. And we're also looking to expand the different flavor profiles that we offer people. So we're always doing R&D, always looking at new markets to expand to. So this summer is really poised for a lot of growth for us. And we're super excited to bring on new partners as the summer continues.
Totally ignorant of the rules and regulations for these kinds of products, but would there perhaps be a chance to one day expand overseas into Asia for these products?
Yeah, that's definitely the pipe dream for us. We would love to go into Asia, but we are a startup brand here in our first year and trying to be a little realistic. But of course, we're looking for that into the future as well.
Ken, it's a tough time to go ahead.
I was just going to comment that Asia is actually the fastest growing hard seltzer market in the world right now. So there's a lot of ample opportunity there.
It certainly would be a critical market then for you guys to get into. I mean, this has been a very tough time to start a business with so much uncertainty. Yes, I guess sales on alcohol have increased, but still you're working with so many production lines. You have to employ workers at a time that there's so much uncertainty. What has that been like? And Ken, I'll go to you first for that.
Yeah, that's certainly been challenging. And, when we originally decided to launch in the summer of 2020, but of course, things with the pandemic hit and everything from our supply chain had been affected. But, we regrouped and we reformulated and came with a stronger and really much better approach when we hit the market in October of 2020.
Steve, did you want to follow up on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been challenging for sure. I mean, the other thing is that none of us founders had any experience in the beverage industry creating a physical product before. So everything in the supply chain we had to figure out for the first time, figuring out how to brew for the first time. We started with our own personal home brews that didn't turn out so great. learn how to partner with other brewing partners and can manufacturers. So it's been really a process of learning for us to figure out how to brew this product. But we feel like we're in a really good place now with our supply chain, and we're ready to grow.
Stephen Tang and Kenn Miller, co-founders of Drunk Fruit, thanks so much for hopping on here, and we wish you all the best.